What is up, everyone? It is Breezy. Alright, right now I have a new series I'm going to be doing. It is my very own league, my league. It is called the NBA 3. It's a league that I set up, and it's kind of like the NBA. There's a total of 30 teams. Alright, everyone, here are the teams that I have created. So there's a total of 30 teams. So we are going to get started with the first team, Sacramento 49ers. As you guys all know, 49ers, the Gold Rush, all that good stuff, all in California and everything. So I chose that for Sacramento. Next up is Philadelphia Liberty. Pretty simple. It's just the Liberty all throughout the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, all that good stuff. So I just chose Liberty for Philadelphia. Next up is Denver Altitude. As you guys should all know, the altitude in Colorado and Denver known as the Mile High City, so Altitude was a pretty cool name. Next up is probably the most favorited, Seattle B-52s. I like this team a lot due to their logo, arena, the jerseys I created for them. So Seattle B-52s is a pretty cool team with a cool ass name. Next up is Milwaukee. You have the Milwaukee Mallards. I just call them Milwaukee Ducks. So yeah, it's just a male duck, but yeah, it's a pretty cool team. I enjoy them a lot. Next up, we have an old school ABA team, Kentucky Colonels. I decided to bring them back. Why not? They're not used anymore, so I decided, hey, why not put them into my NBA 3 league? So yeah, hopefully they can win some championships too, and it's nice to bring back an old school type of team. Next up is another ABA team, Cincinnati Royals. This is gonna be another cool team. I like it a lot due to their logo. It's just a giant ball with a mustache and everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I enjoy this team a lot. Next up is Hartford. Now it's kind of difficult to come up with a name for Hartford. So I just chose the Golden Rams. I don't know why, but it's a pretty cool team. I like their arena and everything. So Hartford Golden Rams was the choice as I made them. Next up is another old school team that was in the NBA at one point, San Diego Clippers. I like their logo, and yeah, so I decided to bring back San Diego. San Diego needs a NBA team, so I put them into the NBA 3. So San Diego Clippers is on here. Next up is the Minnesota team, Minnesota Foresters. This name was actually pretty clever due to the big forests and stuff around up here in Minnesota, so I just chose the Foresters as Minnesota. I like their jerseys, they're pretty cool, and the arena I enjoy a lot. Next up is Tucson 66ers. As you guys know, this is an NBA D-League. Well, once was an NBA D-League. Now it is the Oklahoma City Blue. So I decided to take Tucson 66ers and add them to this league. Next up is a old school NBA team, Vancouver Grizzlies, now known as the Memphis Grizzlies. I decided to take back Vancouver because we need more Canadian teams. Just joking, we don't. But yeah, I decided to bring back Vancouver Grizzlies. So yeah. Alright, next up is Atlanta Stormers. This was a pretty cool logo that I found. And yeah, so I decided to choose the Atlanta Stormers as for this team. Next up is Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay needs a fucking team. So I decided to do Tampa Bay Sharks. It's a pretty cool logo. As you can see, the jerseys look pretty cool. So yeah, I just chose the Tampa Bay Sharks as that team. Next up is another old school NBA team, Charlotte Bobcats. I decided to take back Charlotte and have them into the Bobcats because nobody's going to use this team anymore. So I decided to put them into the NBA 3. So they are now mine and I can do whatever I want with them as the commissioner of the NBA 3. Alright, so we have Charlotte. Next up is New York Titans. It's pretty hard to find a logo with Titans in it, so I just took that pro lacrosse team. But yeah, Titans is a pretty cool setup that I have here, kind of representing the colors of the New York Knicks. So Titans was the choice. Next up is the Los Angeles Avengers. Formerly known as an arena football team, it is now an NBA 3 team. No its buts about it. Next up is Orlando City Ospreys. Pretty cool team that you got here. So yeah, Orlando City Ospreys is a pretty ghetto team. Next up is the New Mexico team. There is a New Mexico team in the NBA 3. It is New Mexico Thunder. Yeah, nothing really to explain about that. It's just New Mexico. It's just all desert. And yeah, alright, next up is Salt Lake City Mustangs. Another pretty cool ass name. Nothing to explain here. So yeah, next up is Buffalo Braves, bringing back another ABA team. Buffalo, as you guys can see, was also an NBA team as well, so I'm excited to bring back Buffalo Braves as my own. Next up is the Indianapolis Rangers. Yes, nothing to explain here, just a bunch about the patrol and then the like the forces in Indiana and everything, the park rangers and stuff. So I decided to choose the Indianapolis Rangers. And the New Orleans Jazz, a clever team that I found on the community server. So this is pretty cool. I want to thank the person who is gonna let me use this. I didn't even tell him I was gonna use this, but anyways, it is part of the NBA 3 now. So anyways, New Orleans Jazz. Next up is an NBA D-League team. Of course, I had to put one in here. I couldn't come up with a fucking thing for Detroit. I was gonna do some inappropriate things. I decided not to, so I decided just to go with Grand Rapids Drive. I'm just taking an NBA D-League team and putting it into the NBA 3. So here we are, the Grand Rapids Drive. Nothing to explain here. And probably one of the most weirdest teams out there, Quebec City Yetis. They are the second and final Canadian team in this league. So we have Quebec City as a team. Next up is Houston Galaxy, bringing the freaking names of like space and stuff back into Houston. It is the Houston Galaxy, ready for action here in the NBA 3. And we have Austin Toros, which was a former NBA D-League team. It is now part of the NBA 3, so I'm glad to have Austin Toros on this league. Next up is Tucson Heat. Yeah, Tucson, due to their heat in Arizona and everything, so I decided to give them a team. I also like their jerseys. They're pretty cool. I enjoy making that. Alright, next up is Las Vegas Wild Aces. Nothing to explain here. It's just about gambling in Las Vegas and being broke as hell. That's what whoever gets drafted here, they're just going to end up being broke. And so, yeah, there's no point in playing for them. But why not? Why not have a Las Vegas team? And last but not least is this. Yup, it is the last and not least. This is Washington, D.C. Guards. A pretty clever name, also pretty autistic, stupid name. But yeah, so Washington DC Guards, they are actually, the owner of this team is actually Donald Trump himself. Yeah, he like Snapchat me and stuff. He's like, hey, can I have a team here in the NBA 3? And I was like, yeah, what do you want? And he's like, you know what I want? A team in Washington. So I was like, alright, so Washington DC Guards is the team, and their arena is named Donald Trump Arena. So yeah, them are all the teams here in the NBA 3. As of right now, I'm going now to show you guys the arenas. So this might take a while, so I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I do apologize. I did not go through it in the video. I just showed you guys some screenshots of it because I decided that would take way too long for me to do that. So I do apologize for that, but I really hope you guys enjoy the arenas as well as the teams that I have created. And also just as a reminder that some of the teams and their logos were not my design or anything like that. I don't want to like offend anyone or like take full credit for the names and the logos and everything, because it wasn't all my idea. So I do apologize for that, and none of that is my idea or anything like that. So I do not take full custody, like full like ownership for everything. So it is not all mine. The NBA 3 is my league, like it is my league, but all the pictures and stuff are not. So yeah, let's not try to offend anyone. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I should be coming out with a new video, and it should be one of the first games of this season here in the NBA 3. So it's gonna be a long 80 seasons. Yeah, it's gonna be incredible. Of course, I can't wait for the playoffs. Who's gonna take home the first of the titles? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll be talking to you guys in the next video. It'll probably be the NBA 3 League or an NBA 2K League video. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.